The KNX to DALI gateway is Sunricher latest product. KNX is generally used in large systems of buildings. DALI specializes in intelligent lighting systems. Integrate DALI's intelligent light control system into KNX building system. It can improve the stability and comfort of lighting control. Built-in 250 mA DALI bus power supply, no extra DALI power supply required. Controls up to 264 DALI electronic control gears. 64 individual addresses, 16 groups, 16 scenes. Supports DALI DT6, DT8TC, DT8XY, and DT8RGB device types. This is the KNX to DALI gateway. Connect to a computer. The DALI signal output is connected to the DALI driver. The KNX signal is connected to the KNX gateway. The KNX panel also connects to the KNX gateway. The KNX gateway is connected to the computer. It's set up. The DALI device can be controlled with KNX panels. Off. On. Long press to adjust the brightness. The settings in the DALI master. If you are using it for the first time, you need to addressing. There are two buses. Select the one that connects to DALI devices, system extension, or complete new installation. This is the DALI constant current LED driver. Click the device to set the address, groups, scenes, minimum level, fade time and so on. Write to the device after setting. This is the DALI DT8RGBW LED dimmer. After setting the address, group, and scene, write to the device. Enter the ETS5, click bus. Check whether the KNX gateway is successfully connected. You can click test to query. OK is displayed. Click the catalogs. Manufacturers. Import. Select product database. The first is the database of the KNX DALI gateway. The second is the database of the KNX panel. Back to overview. Create a new project. Right-click the project. Create a new room. Click Room to add devices. Pull the database for both products into the room. The first is the KNX DALI gateway. The second is the KNX panel. Expand the gateway options. You can see that there are two DALI buses, CH1 and CH2. Each bus has four options: General, ECG, Group and Scene. General is the basic setting of the gateway. ECG, each individual control gear. For DT6 devices, there are options for switching, brightness and so on. For CCT device has more color temperature options. RGB and XY have color options. ECG01 is the device with DALI address 0. ECG02 is a device with DALI address 01. Each DALI bus can have 64 devices. Group. You can bind the functions for each group, including switching, brightness, color and so on. Group 01 is the DALI Group 0. Group 02 is the DALI Group 01. Each DALI bus can have 16 groups. Scene. You can bind how the scenes is called. Only the first line can be used as a binding. The next 8 lines are where the scene is stored. Click the KNX panel. Click on Parameter. We're going to set one button for switching and another for dimming. Set key 1 to the switching. When rising. On/off. When falling. No reaction. Set key 2 to dimming. This time is used to determine if a long press is necessary. Decision time equals value 0.1 seconds. This option can sets the button as an on/off function. This option sets the button as dimming function. Step size for dimming. Minimum number of dimming steps. Here we set it as 1/8. You can set it smaller and get a finer dimming. When this option is enabled, it will report whether the bar light is stopped. Activate the cyclical sending of dimming telegrams. We set it as 3. Means that when long pressing the button, Every 0.3 seconds, adjust 1/8 brightness. Link switch to a new group on/off. Link relative dimming to a new group dimming. Select the KNX DALI gateway. Link the on/off of device 01 to the group on/off. Link the brighter darker on device 01 to group dimming. Download data to the KNX DALI gateway. Please press programming button. Click the button. Download the data to the KNX panel. Please press programming button. Done. You can now control device 01 with the KNX panel. If you want to control two devices at the same time, link the switching and dimming function of the device 02. Then download the data to the gateway. Off. On. Darker. Brighter. Now let's talk about group. Unlink first. Right-click. Unlink. Unlink KNX panel 2. We will set the function of both buttons as switching. Link button 1 to new group on/off 1. Link button 2 to new group on/off 2. Select the KNX DALI gateway. We link the switch function of group 01 to on/off 1. Click on Room. Click Download. Data can be downloaded to both devices at once. Done. You can now switching group 1 with button 1. Both devices are in group 1, so they are both controlled by button 1. Link the switching function of group 2 to on/off 2. Download. Only device in group 2, so button 2 only controls it. Now let's talk about scene. Unlink first. Set button 1 to call scene 1. Button 2 is set to call scene 2. Link button 1 to new group scene 1. Link button 2 to new group scene 2. Select the KNX DALI gateway. Click on the scene. Select the first option of the scene. Link it to group scene 1 and scene 2. Click Room. Download. You can call the scene now. Scene 1. Scene 2.